How was your day today? Hello, we are Whyso, and welcome to the podcast series that often begins with why questions based on the first principle thinking method, offering you multifaceted perspectives on various issues in life for truly mindful living. Hopefully today's podcast will also untangle the knots in your heart. Let's begin. What is hidden behind the smiles? A smile is a type of human behavior that serves as a positive signal to others, creating a connection and helping us survive. It is considered the most natural way for humans to express their attitudes and emotions. Psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud explained that laughter symbolizes the release of repressed tension. Transmitting positive emotional signals helps reduce stress and fosters connections with others. We smile when we hear a funny story, when we reunite with a loved one after many years apart, or when greeting someone new. Smiles seem to be messengers, conveying emotions more powerfully than any words. In the workplace, a friendly and approachable person who always has a smile on their face is likely to be well liked by those around them, making work smoother and faster. However, smiles are not always so simple. Unlike children who laugh heartily whenever they're happy, in various contexts, there are many types of smiles with different meanings. When did people start smiling, even when they weren't happy? There are smiles of endurance, secret smiles, humorous smiles, and sorrowful smiles. In general, smiles can be divided into two types: genuine smiles and fake smiles. This means there are natural smiles and forced smiles, even when one doesn't want to smile but has to. A natural smile involves the simultaneous activities of two facial muscles: the major zygomatic muscle, which controls the corners of the mouth, and the orbicularis oculi muscle, which controls the corners of the eyes. So, when we genuinely smile, both the mouth and eyes smile together. French neurologist Benjamin Duchenne was the first to discover this phenomenon. Duchenne believed that a genuine smile is a smile with the eyes. On the contrary, all forced or fake smiles, when people smile even when they don't want to, only involve the activity of the major zygomatic muscle, meaning only the mouth smiles, not the eyes. In reality, it's difficult to distinguish between a genuine smile and a fake smile in normal communication, and that's a frightening thought. The man you see here is Chester Bennington, the lead singer of the band Linkin Park. This seemingly happy photo was taken just a few hours before he committed suicide. Depression, known as an emotional disorder, typically brings prolonged feelings of sadness and loss of interest. Some people express these accumulated sorrows outwardly, but what if all these feelings are perfectly hidden? This is the danger of a psychological issue known as smiling depression or high-functioning depression, also known as persistent depressive disorder. It is a special type of emotional disorder. All true thoughts and emotions are hidden behind a smile and a positive attitude. Although outwardly optimistic and happy, the person struggles internally with self-conflict, guilt, and pessimism about the future. In fact, smiling depression is not an official medical term, so you won't find it in medical literature. The term smiling depression reflects the duality of a person. The symptoms are subtle and hard to detect, making it difficult to offer timely support, either for yourself or for those around you. Behind the smiles you still see, some people express their pain outwardly. When others don't understand, they may judge harshly. Why do you always look so gloomy? If you keep being negative, no one will want to be friends with you. But what about those who perfectly hide their negativity? It isn't until it's too late that people wonder, he seemed so happy, I never saw him complain or cry. For outsiders, a person who seems always cheerful but is actually sad may appear unusual. But they don't know that this unusual behavior is actually a normal reaction. Indian philosopher Krishnamurti once said, "It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society." This means that what we consider normal may not be normal at all. It might simply be a form of illusion or delusion. In society's view, what is considered unusual? Reaching the age to marry but not getting married is unusual. Liking someone of the same gender is unusual. Getting married and not having children is unusual. Suddenly wanting to quit a stable job is unusual. Having everything, career, love, and happiness, but still experiencing depression is even more unusual. Being cut on the hand will cause bleeding. Stepping on a foot will cause pain. Being harmed by others will cause anger. Being betrayed will cause hurt. These are natural, normal reactions. But these normal reactions are often labeled, "You can't handle pressure well." If you're a public figure, you should be prepared to accept criticism. You're grown up now, why don't you understand? Gradually, these labels make people withdraw and hide their true feelings. They start replacing sorrow and stress with phrases like, "I'm fine." And outsiders believe that this lack of unusual behavior is acceptable. But are all the "I'm fine" statements really fine? Are all the "I'm okay" responses really okay? The term unusual is society's harshest stigma. We fear being labeled unusual, so we continue to support normalcy. We hide all discomfort, struggle, and pain deep in our hearts. On the surface, we smile and say, "I'm fine," and keep moving forward. If you search the hashtag #FaceUpDepression on social media, you'll see hundreds of pictures of people smiling happily. Sadly, the reality is that they are suffering from depression. Surprisingly, these people appear normal, at least on the outside. They still smile, joke, are friendly and approachable, and seem happy and cute. No one could know that they have experienced such deep hurt. That's when I realized that you never know how much someone beside you might have been broken, how many times they might have been shattered, and how strong they have become. We may not be able to comfort or encourage them, but perhaps the best thing we can do is remain silent instead of adding to their burden. Everyone has their own difficult process to go through, so be kind to one another while we still can. And what about those with the depression? What will you do next? How long will you keep hiding? Just like someone with an allergy, unusual reactions to a strange food are normal because their body recognizes harmful bacteria. Depression, smiling depression, is like a warning bell. It is a reminder, a call from life. It never suggests that ending life is the only choice. It wants to remind you that it is time to change, to rest. Every loss will eventually be compensated. The persistent efforts you make will yield worthy results. That day will surely come, the day you realize that all the misfortunes happened for a reason and brought lessons. So don't give up before that day comes. In the show Friends, Monica once said, "Welcome to the real world. It sucks. You're gonna love it." But whether life is beautiful or terrible doesn't affect my love for life. There are small joys that naturally fall into my heart, and many days after, I feel a gentle peace, a love for everything in life, for myself, for others, for flowers, plants, and for life itself. Thanks to a few things, a few people, I find that this life is worth living. Those are family, friends, cute animals, the adorable children I happen to meet on the street, the vast sea, the endless sky, the green meadows, the wonderful world of good books, the colors in quirky hobbies, the golden sunlight of autumn afternoons, the movies I love, and the flowers blooming in full color. And then I realized that morning the sky was higher and bluer. I walked under the shade of coconut trees and felt something called love. The world still loves me a lot. Everything just comes into view, small, gentle, and lovely. I think I found a reason to keep moving forward strongly. A smile as a flower blooms, brightens your whole face. Have you ever remembered a smile forever? Like Mother Teresa once said, every time you smile at someone, it is an action of love, a gift to that person, a beautiful thing. Smiles also create a law of attraction. They draw in positive energy and spread wonderful emotions. I hope you'll always smile truly. Genuine happiness.